Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Kristen. Today's video is a subscriber request. In fact, this is one of the most requested videos, how to heal and thrive after a relationship ends abruptly. And I'm going to talk about the twin flame aspect, and also if you have had a loved one who has passed and crossed over abruptly. So before I get started on today's video, I just want to make a quick announcement about the Magical Kristen website forwarding to Awakened Vibes. So I am in the process of creating all new material. All of the downloads that I have received over the last couple of months are prepping me for the next part of my career, my business, and the brand Awakened Vibes. So I did not transfer the Sacred Garden meditations, teleseminar, archived interviews. I only put a couple on the Awakened Vibes website. All of the old courses, Awakened Love, Awakened Way, Awakened Wealth. If you are missing any of those and you took them previously, just know that you can always contact us and we will of course give you your course material. But just know that it is no longer available on the Awakened Vibes website. But like I said, there are a few archived interviews there. So if you are interested in listening to old archived interviews, feel free to check out the Awakened Vibes website. And when I start to add new content, I of course will let everybody know. Okay, so that leads me to today's video. Okay, so I have personal experience in both of these areas. The first being that my father crossed over abruptly. He was not ill, he was not sick. One day he was alive and the next day he was gone, or I perceived he was gone. And then if you watched, it's actually one of my most watched videos on this channel, Twin Flames WTF, Have I Gone Crazy? I will link it below. I go into the backstory of my twin flame relationship, and one day, Thanksgiving of 2012, he walked out the door and I didn't know if I was ever going to see him again. And so what I'm going to present to you today about how to heal and thrive after a relationship ends because it is a twin flame separation, or for any reason. Because when two souls make a connection, that connection never dies. And whatever unresolved feelings or whatever closure you need, you can attain. So how to heal and thrive after any relationship for any circumstance has ended abruptly and you are feeling heartbroken and or in pain. The place to go to start to heal this is your sacred garden. The sacred garden is a real place. It exists deep within your heart. It exists energetically. And you can go there by closing your eyes or by dropping yourself into a relaxed or meditative state. In your sacred garden, you are safe, you are loved, and there is a beautiful bench that you can sit and talk to the person that you had this special relationship with. Now, it might take many visits in your sacred garden to express your truth from your heart. You might need to go in easy and gentle until you can get the feel of what your sacred garden energy feels like for the trees, for the birds, for the plants and the flowers, for the wildlife. And your guides and your angels, your higher levels, they are also in your sacred garden and you can communicate with them there too. Now, when you communicate and when you connect energetically via your heart, via your soul, with this other individual, whether they have crossed over or whether they are still on the earth plane, it is best to communicate your truth via your words spoken out of love. So going into the sacred garden and raging and spreading anger or just having a meltdown will only accomplish so much. But if you go into your sacred garden and you ask to speak with this person, their higher self, their divine self, you will be able to connect with them. Now, the answers or a response or some sort of energy that comes back to you, that might take some time, and it might not come right away while you are in your sacred garden. That response, that return, excuse me, I'm getting choked up. That return of the energy might take some time and might happen in your daily life when you're not meditating, okay? So I have visited my sacred garden and connected with my father countless times. I expressed to him how I feel and how I felt about our relationship. I expressed the mourning and grief that I went through when he passed. And then I had dreams about him where he responded to what I said in the sacred garden. I started teaching the Sacred Garden meditations in 2014. They were downloaded to me in a very wild and surreal experience. They came through my crown chakra, activated all my chakras, and they spun wildly as I was shown this energetic place, but like I said, a real place that existed deep within my heart that was a place for me to be safe, to heal. So in my sacred garden, I also connected with my twin flame when we were not on speaking terms, when I felt rejected by him, when I felt that I needed some closure for where a relationship was at that time. And that one was different because he's actually very psychic and very intuitive. And so those interactions in the sacred garden were instantaneous. And when I would speak to him, he would respond immediately. Now, he did get up and walk away from me many times in the sacred garden. He would get up and leave that bench. And that could be hard to deal with as well, but that's why I'm saying about going in gently. We can't go in too hot, okay? The sacred garden is a place of compassion and love, and the sacred garden heals the heart scars on your heart chakra, okay? So I want to provide everyone a visual for what their sacred garden looks like. And if you can't quite see it, or if you're just sort of feeling it, that is fine. Go with it, okay? The sacred garden has a hallway or a doorway or some sort of light portal that allows you in. Sometimes people will see a lotus flower and you can walk through the center. Other times people will see a rainbow, a portal of rainbow light that they can cross over into the sacred garden. Whatever you see or whatever you experience that allows you to enter into this sacred chamber, just go with it. Like I said, it's unique for everyone, and whatever you're seeing or experiencing is perfect for you. In the sacred garden, the sky is blue. It is warm. There are beautiful trees and birds and wildlife that might not even belong there. There might be a lioness. There could be a wolf. There might be a unicorn. There could be all kinds of magical creatures, your animal totems, that are ready to connect with you in your sacred garden. And as you walk through, you might notice a rose garden, a crystal garden. There might be a pathway or a walkway. The sacred garden might go up against water, and there could be an ocean or a lake or a pond off in the distance. But the one thing that is universal, that is in all of our sacred gardens, is a bench. Is a bench where two people can sit and talk and find some kind of closure, peace, or resolution to what felt like a relationship was snatched away or ended. Because in reality, beloved, no relationship ever ends. It might on the physical plane, but when a connection between two souls has occurred, that connection is eternal. So I know this is a totally different concept of how to heal this type of relationship circumstance. So I thank you so much for being open to it, and feel free to comment below about your experience in the sacred garden, what you might have experienced when I just described the sacred garden, and know that it is possible to heal any and all relationships, no matter how they quote unquote ended. So I am sending you so much love. And again, feel free to share your experience of the sacred garden. Namaste, everybody. Bye-bye.